Okay, the next person I would like to introduce, Mike, you want to step up, is Mike Thomas. Mike Thomas is the wrestling coach at Moore High School. I have a few years on Mr. Thomas. We first started teaching together at Seneca, just making sure, it's been a long time. Where he was a young PE teacher. Now he's an older PE teacher, and I'm a really older social studies teacher. But this past year, in 2019, Mr. Thomas was named by the National Wrestling Coaches Association as Kentucky Coach of the Year, and as for more success in the state wrestling community. But also, along with that, Mike has started teaching wrestling all the way down into the young ages, 7, 8, and 9. I wanted to give him a moment to say a few words about that and then give him this proclamation. Thank you.
Mr. Peden wanted me to cover our programs at Moore. There are several programs in Louisville that teach elementary wrestling. Unfortunately, only a handful. Hopefully we get the sport growing a little bit, but at Moore we start kids out as low as kindergarten. My two boys back here wrestle. They're in kindergarten and second grade. And then our program is built out of a lot of alumni support. So I have a guy, I always call him kids, but a guy that wrestled for me. I guess he's about 26 now. So he's my head elementary school coach. So we started him out in elementary school. We got about 20-something kids in the program the last 2 nights. Then we have a middle school program also that is alumni coached. So more guys that I've coached are coaching that one. So we start out elementary school, go middle school, and then, by the time they get to me at high school at Moore, some of these kids have, up to like 7 years of experience. And then also we do an elementary school wrestling league in the spring, which is free for kids in surrounding schools close to Moore, Lohr, Hartstern, Smyrna, and Wilt. And those kids just get exposed to that for 1 day a week for 5 weeks. So that's helped us out, and we've kind of grown the sport. Right now I've got 4 girls on my elementary school team. I've got 4 on my middle school team. And we might, we're going to see how much numbers we got next week, but we're counting on having our first ever female wrestling team, which is another growing sport across the nation, female wrestling. So that's that.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.